Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel I show you simple but effective ways of maintaining a stress-free financial life. If you haven't already, I would love it so much if you would subscribe to my channel. And now let's get into today's video. Well, hello everyone, and happy Unplanned Video Sunday. Getting my weekly check-in up today was this time not an accident, it was intentional. My little one came down with the beginning of the school year new germ infestation, sore throat, cold situation. It was short-lived, but it was on a day that I needed to be, prepping for filming and all that kind of stuff. And I just decided to put it off and still get the video up for you guys today because it makes no difference whether we are checking in on Friday or Sunday. The check-in still has to happen. So I figured if you're trying to follow along and learn how to implement this zero-based budgeting stuff into your life, that this video, the continuity of having my schedule, the way that I usually upload it, would still be beneficial to you. So that's it. So I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. This is a long weekend for us, which we are very, very excited about. But to just jump right into the video here, if you're new to the way that I do things around here, we do the zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing methods. Zero-based budgeting means we've come up with a plan for every single dollar that comes into our household. We cash stuff about 50% of what our budgeted categories are. Everything else stays in our checking account. But if we ever spend online, oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, if you can hear that noise in the background, that is Mr. Simple. He is working out while I film. And where I film, our filming location is actually my dining room because I like the light in here the best. And it is very, very close to our garage where our whole weight system is set up. And so if you hear noise in the background, I do apologize, but that's what that is. And it's just a necessary evil. We share a home and we do things at the same time in order to facilitate a really nice family schedule. So anyways, like I was saying, if we ever use our debit card or if we ever buy online from categories that we cash stuff for, we have to pay that money back to the bank because we are essentially in debt to ourselves. I know that may not make a lot of sense right now, but it will over the course of time as you spend some time watching these videos and watching other content creators budgeting content. It'll all sort of make sense. Everybody does it in a different way and everybody explains it in a different way. And so hopefully over some time, it will kind of help, it will make sense to you. So here we go. This is my budget planner. The binder itself is actually from a brand called Jumping Fox Designs. I'll go ahead and leave it linked below if you are interested. But the budget planner inside is mine. I do have it listed in my Etsy shop. It is not updated to match the current aesthetic, but it is still completely functional. And I was so excited because for 3 seconds the other day, I thought I found a manufacturer who could make my budget planner for me. And then I realized that they were based out of China. Even though they said US based, I was like, oh, that's cute, but they are not. They are based in China. So the search continues. If any of you knows a printing manufacturer who would love to help me produce a budget planner, please let me know in the comments below. But we are just gonna pop back here. I'm gonna do this weekly check-in in the same style that I did it last week. So I'm gonna explain the purchases. I'm gonna unstuff the cash at the same time. And it's going to make it a little bit more streamlined for you, hopefully. And I will try to kind of explain what I'm doing as I go along. So let me grab my pen. I know that it's a little bit harder for you guys to see, but I'm going to explain these purchases as I go along. So first up, we have an Amazon purchase for $10.81. And I can't remember. This is for Mr. Simple. So, do you know what it was? Actually, it was a watch battery replacement toolkit situation. Mr. Simple was spending $20 every single time to pay somebody else to do it. And he was like, this is ridiculous. And so he took his own spending money and bought this. I made an argument that it should come from home maintenance or something like that. But he said, well, I'm really the only one wearing watches. And he's right. I have a watch and I love it and it's fantastic, but I don't really wear it all that often. It's not like a regular part of my outfits, which maybe it should be. I don't know, because it's really lovely and sort of minimalist. But anyways, because he's the one spending money to replace his watch batteries more often, he just figured he would use this from his own spending, which was actually really lovely. And so that was $10.81, and I'm gonna put $11 back from his spending. I will leave this linked below for you too if you want to start replacing your own watch batteries, if it would help you. I'll go ahead and leave it linked for you as well. Next up was actually a work-related purchase from Mr. Simple. I think he's being reimbursed for this, but for the time being, he said to pull it from his spending because he didn't want it to come from a category of our own budget that would negatively impact us. And so that's what we did. It was $56, and I'm going to be returning $56 to the bank. Oh, do you know what? I am not doing this like I said I was going to do it. Silly me. Okay. I lied. So, I mean, actually, because I think, yeah, that's his only spending, I'm going to go ahead and pop into low priority sinking funds and remove this. So that is $67 from his spending that I'm going to take out. Here we go. I'm pretty sure he'll have the exact change too. Oh yeah. So 67, 50, 65, 66, and 67. That is not actually how I wanted to do this, but that worked out since his spending was like all front loaded at the beginning there. 20, 50, there we go. And he has 20, 40, 60, 85, 86, 87, 88, and $89 left in his envelope. So let me just go in really quickly. Wow, that was awful. There we go. So I'm gonna scooch around here. So I also have over here this bank return tracker. So today, I don't remember the date, but I will update that later. I never remember. And I think I said there's $89 left in here, and I returned 67. Let me just double check. Yeah, 67. Yep. And I have put both of those back in there. Now what I'm gonna do is, actually, you know what? Since I'm in low priority, I'm gonna go to the low priority expenses and reconcile those. So family fun is in low priority, but I don't know. Let me just check really quickly if I have cash in there. We have a plan for that. I don't. So I am not going to return this to the bank, but we, actually, you know what? I'll just tell you really quickly what we did. We got a little notice from like PNC Bank that if we opened up a checking account with them, that we would get an $800 bonus. We will get from time to time, we get offers like that, but they're all for like $200, $300, or $400. And it's just not worth it for us to do all of the like maintenance that we would have to do in order to facilitate that. But $800, absolutely. And so, we signed up for it several months ago, and the $800 just hit our checking account. And so we're going to go ahead and plus up some of our categories that are in need right now, and family fun is one of those. And so it's not that big of a deal that we don't have the $20 in there. We're just going to kind of sort it all out. I will show you how I do this though. So I have a cash stuffing plan in my budget planner. And what I will do is I will just go ahead and notate that deficit. Where's family fun? Here it is. Oh, do you know what? I wasn't stuffing it. So we're definitely going to need to make up for that with that extra pay that we got from the PNC account. But yeah, so I'm not going to return. There's no family fun money, but I am going to put a little check mark here just so that I know that I went over it. And Mr. Simple and I are actually very acutely aware of what's going on in family fun. So even though I'm not notating it, he tracks everything in a spreadsheet as well. So sort of between the two of us, we'll be able to reconcile that purchase. Let me move down here. I know I have a couple things, $5 and $3. Both of these were just for like little things for my spending money. And so I just have to pay that back really quickly. So that was $8 from mine. I'm just going to pull it from, like I said, from my spending money. let's see. Okay, so, oh, good. I have $2. 1 and 2. Okay. And actually, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just put these ones in here and take this 5 for myself because it's more important that I have ones to make change than it is that I have ones in my spending right now. So I have 15 left in my personal spending. So let me notate this really quickly. So hers, I paid back 8, and I have 15 left. All right, now let's check out any other low priority. I don't think we have any other low priority. So I'm gonna go into high priority now and reconcile all of my high priority expenses. So let's pop into home maintenance first. I made this Amazon purchase for $6.19. And I'm struggling to remember what that was now because I have another one down here from Amazon for $20.56. So I can't remember. What were these? Oh, do you know what? I remember what this is. This, I don't remember what the $6 one was, but this one was this 3-tiered lunch meat, like container, to keep in your refrigerator. And my kids, like lunch meat comes in containers that are just not reseal friendly. And so they can get like, not grody, but it like dries out, especially because my kids are not careful about resealing packaging. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to get one of those lunch meat containers. Like I said, it's 3-tiered and then it has a lid. I'll go ahead and leave it linked below for you if you're interested. But that's what this was. Best purchase I've ever made. Already my kids are like handling that responsibility a little bit better. So we've got 21 and 6. So I've got to return 27 from home maintenance. 25, 26, and 27. Oh, that leaves me with a single dollar in home maintenance. All right. But those are reconciled now. So I have $1 left. I returned 27 home maintenance. All right. And moving on, we've got medical. I think there's just one. Yes, one medical purchase. This was actually for Mr. Simple at a doctor appointment. 38.18. So I'm returning 38 to the bank in medical. Let's see. Okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna do 40 and I'll pull back 2. 1 and 2. And now in medical, I've got 100, 200, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. So 233 in medical. Almost put the 233 over in what I returned. It was 38. All right. Next up, we're still in high priority, and I think the only other thing we had in here was car expenses for $6. This was actually something work related for Mr. Simple too, but I was like, it was actually something for his work car, but I was like, these people are nickel and diming us. But that's going to do it for that one. And remaining in car expenses, we've got 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 80, 95, and 96. So 296 in car expenses. $296. I returned 6. All right. And then last up for the day, actually, we're going into our holiday sinking funds and grabbing some money from Partay. My son, for his actual birthday, he wanted to celebrate at home with some Chick-fil-A and a movie night. And so that's what we did. And so, well, the kids got Chick-fil-A, I got Taco Bell, because y'all know that that's my fast food weakness. It made me feel terrible for 3 days, but it's fine. I'm fine. It worked out. So what do we have? 47 here. So 20, 40, 5, 46, and 47. And now in Partey, we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 129. So mark those off. 129. Partey. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Today's the 31st. I just remembered that. All right. And that's the last of those purchases. What did I just say I returned? 47. All right. So now what I do is, in order to make sure I have all the cash here that I think that I'm supposed to have to add up everything I returned today. So let's go 67 from Mr. Simple, 8 from me, 27 from home maintenance, 38 from medical, 6 from car expenses, and 47 from Partey. So I should have $193 sitting over here. We'll see if my maths. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 60, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, and 193. So we did it. So all of the money that we spent online or with our debit card is sitting here. It's going to go back to the bank. Well, okay. So for us, we don't take it back to the bank. We repurpose it for our next cash stuffing. So the next time you see me do a cash stuffing, this money is actually going to be added into the money that I pull from the bank to make up the total of what I will be cash stuffing in my next video. So I'm actually going to be back here with you guys again tomorrow for the last cash stuffing of August, even though tomorrow is September 1st. I am going to be uploading my budget with me for September on Wednesday. So this is like an active week, so to speak. But yeah, so stay tuned for those things. We've got just like the beginning, end of month stuff to go over and do. I'm going to be doing a budget. What's the word I'm looking for? A bill condensing somewhere in there. And then my Etsy and YouTube stuffing from the month of August as well will go up in the next week or two. So anyways, that's going to do it for me for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, I would love it so much if you would give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Thank you again for being so understanding for the video going up today and not Friday like it usually does. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes when you got a sick kid. They take priority over pretty much everything. So anyways, I'll be back here with you guys again tomorrow, like I said, with the last cash stuffing of August. Crazy, crazy. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you then. Bye, everyone.